Right, it's military modeller Paul with a new build, and it's not going to be the big build that I was going to be doing because Greg's still working on his big dry armour, so that's not a problem. So I thought I'd start another build to keep me going until I can get out and to do the Matilda's base. Because I want it to be a bit warmer out there, because I'll be doing that in the shed, getting the base ready in the shed. So it's a bit too cold out there for to start. Anyway, so I'll be doing this. So this is my next build. It's a Tamiya kit, and it's a four-wheeled vehicle, and it's in 1/35 scale. So there you go. So that's what we're going to be doing. So let's go down and have a look at the bench and see what we're doing. Right, we're back, and I'll show you the vehicle in a minute, but I'm going to show you something else first. I got this off Amazon. It cost about just under £11. But the other bit cost another bit. But anyway, what it is, this is a great thing. I saw it on Flooring Models. Phil Flory was actually demonstrating it. It was really good, and I decided to give it a go because it was quite reasonably cheap. It's brilliant. So we get a bag full of blades, but these not so many as this, because I bought the extra blade set, which was I think about £7, I think. But anyway, so put the price up. If you just buy this, you still get enough blades plus these in here to actually do it, and some files. Whoops, or I thought, yeah, there's two, I thought it was. A round one and this, they're diamond ones evidently. And all you do is basically, you pull this back, slot it in, and it clamps. And it's as solid as a rock. Brilliant, that's really great, and I think that's really worth doing. So, as on Amazon, not on eBay, on Amazon. Really good. And so that's that one. And if you get a blade, and I've got a razor blade sword, you know, the ones that where the bars across the top, but these will give you going cutting through easily. So I should have done a tool review, but it doesn't matter, and it does, because I'm only showing you what the kit is. But you put this basically same thing, put it in there, slide it in, and now you've got a good saw. And this is a fine one, and although I bought the extra set, there's enough in there to keep you going until you wanted to get some more blades. Brilliant. So there's it. And that's another one. I like this one best. That's good. It's a fine one. And there you go. And it's not so flexible. It's not so bad as, you know, when you do the PE ones. I've got some PE blades in there, and I think these will be a lot better because of it. So if I do that, still find those teeth are really worth it. I don't know if I've got a bit of plastic here, so I can just do a quick demonstration. Whoops. I'll tell you what, I'll do a bottle top, even though I'll keep it because I still need it. So give you go there, that's how. And I've gone down, let's do a bit more. There you go, it's gone through the bottle top. I know there's, but it's solid plastic, it would do it. So you might see me using this now on a regular basis because it's a quite handy tool to have, and a bit of files as well. But I've got files, but anyway, but it's a nice set. So there you go. It cost £11 basically on Amazon without the extra set of little blades. But you get enough in a little packet anyway. I just bought the other set and thought, well, at least I've got them anyway. There you go. So I'm going to take that one out because I don't need it in there and put it back in the bag. Okay, put that in. If you've got a bigger job, of course, I'll just get this one to show you. There you go, get a bigger one. This is a scroll for wood, so if you're dealing with wood or model ships, which I do occasionally because I've got the turn, there you go. Straight away, I'm not going to do cutting on my hands, but yeah, so, and it holds it really solidly. There you go. Let's put this away and then get back to the kit that I'm just going to be starting. So, right, I might as well put them in there. That's all in the blade. In there. Right, here we go. That goes there. Oh, I'll set them two out because I think they sit on their own anyway. Look at that, they both came out. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll sort that out later and come back to the model. So that's that. Now, this is the one I'm going to be building. And if I talk like that, that's it, it's got a bit. It's a really nice vehicle. I've had this model a long time, I've got to be honest. And I also got hold of a PE set for it as well, which I'll show you as we go through it. I'll show you quickly now. And it's an Alba set. And there it is. Now I'm not going to use half of this, I don't think, but I always keep bits in my spare box for this sort of thing. But these grills here are better than the ones that come in the kit, because they give you a little bit of I think it's plastic webbing, like a mesh to actually put on it, but this is more finer like the original vehicle would have been. So it'd be brilliant. And other things, windscreens as well. So that's what we're doing, and I'm not going to say I'm going to do it all, like I said, but I will be doing some of it. So let's have a quick look in the box. There we go. Now you'll see that nothing's opened. That's the boot area. I've got an original one of this, the one without this boot, but this is the command car. So it's got a boot with the door. It opens up, doesn't open up. You can keep it open. That's good. But in that set, evidently, you can actually build it so it opens and closes. So it might be worth a little go. So there you go. So that's that bit. Windscreens. You don't have to use these. You can use. They say you can actually use some clear part. I think they've got some clear bits in here, but I'd rather use these because these are not fat either, so they're pretty good. So that's the windscreen stuff. Seats, and they're well done. The front bonnet, but as you can see, everything's in his pack, and I'm not going to take them out until I need them, because I've got an habit of putting something down and I lose it. Now there's the mesh I'm talking about. Now I'll keep that bit of mesh for something else, but it's way too big for the actual grills on the hood. So it's much better to have the photo etch set. There you go, that's that bit. And then you've got the lights on another one, and another couple of panels there. So that's it. That might be for the back windscreen. But yeah, so you take all these door bits. I will put the photo etch door handles on and everything. And I won't be able to get these working, I don't think. It's just too fine, it's too small. But it doesn't matter, you can have one open if you wanted to make it look good. I've got some number plates coming from Hannes. So I won't use the number plates on the vehicle because it'd be a WH one again. Excuse me, so I can actually use that. And then there's the bits and pieces for the actual command flags. So it's WH for all the rubbers, so it doesn't matter. You get to the number plates to actually do that, and they're embossed, so they're going to look much better. Right, so that's it. So I'm going to put that over there, out of the way, and we'll put this all back. Have a quick look through the instructions, or destructions as I like to call them. I don't know when this kit come out. I might have a look in a minute on the box, but see the instructions here. So that's that, and there's the instructions. I won't go through these, I'll just show you as I go through. So but you can see there's quite a lot to it, and that's why I won't be using everything on here, but I'll use everything that I can make to actually improve the model a little bit more. Right, put that over that with that. Right, put the lid on. I most probably will go with this camouflage version. So instead of going all grey, and I would do a winter one, but I can do something winter later on because I want to do a tank with that. And so that's it. Right, put that over there out of the way, and let's have a look at the instructions. And I think I've got the dot in the middle. Yep, I have. And I think I've got to go out slightly to get all the instructions in. There you go. So right, here we go. Salute with splurb. So if you want to read that on a big screen, you'll be able to do that easily, or I can actually do this, and you can actually now freeze frame and then do it. Right, there we go. So we're going back. The kit number on this one is, what I should have done, 35235. Let's see where it's managed. What day was it? 1999. So it's quite an old kit, but it's still a good one. And because I've had this a long time, the moulds are really nice still. So there you go. So I must have had it not far off when it came out. So there we go. So you start off building the lower chassis, all the way exhaust. The engine is a fake one, but it gives you a rendition of it. So if you look underneath, it'd be okay. All these colours will be called out. That'd be great. And you get over here, still doing the chassis, exhaust pipes. But obviously, what I'll be doing a bit of, excuse me, rusting up on that, and adding the axles and everything, and the steering. And does the steering work? I don't think so. No, it doesn't. It's just set for one straight bit. It's a shame, but I suppose you could cut it off, but I won't bother. I won't bother because I don't want to be too much about too much. I'm doing a PE as well. So that's what we get to so far. That's up to number 3, and then push this over here, and we come over to this bit, which is number 4, and I think you can still see it. Yep, that's it. And starts off building up the actual inside of it, inside the cabin area. There you go, and all the way through. It's quite straightforward, and the instructions are pretty straightforward as well. Going around, coming over here, and then going to the driver's seat and the bonnet. Now that's where you cut these things out. But luckily, like I said, I've got that PE, and it's much better. But they have actually got decals by the looks of it. I know they ain't. They just don't give you colours. Soon find out. I think that might be in there, perhaps. I don't know. But there it is. Just tells you the colour. Didn't look on the decals, so we'll have to have a look at that later. But anyway, so round, unless they've got a bit a film for that, then we'll soon find out when we get to the building of that part, won't we? Coming round, you've got the ducts on there all the way through. I'm not going into detail, my voice keeps going at the moment. And then you build up the seats. There's bits of frameworks to go on seat from the PE set if I do use them. And then we turn over to the next bit, which is that's it, number 8 and 9, and I'll just leave that there. 8 and 9, just putting the chassis on it after you've done all this, and drop it into place, and then you start adding the details. Now I know there's a photo etch bit for all this as well, a photo etch for that, because you don't have to have the actual, because it's a staff guide, you could just have it blank if you wanted to. And that's that. And we'll see what the units are when we get down there. Looks like a load of unknown divisions. Anyway, but it comes around through the bumper and everything, and these for the actual extra fuel can. Well, that's got water on it, because when they have a white cross on it, that is water. So this is a fuel can, and that's water. There you go. Still call them jerry cans, though. And then you've got some figures. Now, I'm not sure whether I put a figure out. I might do, because there is a general there, obviously. And always standing outside. Well, that one might be standing outside the vehicle, and the driver's there, bored, most probably. And a few bits and pieces here. Yep. And obviously long distance observation binoculars. And then you'll be able to start putting the doors and putting these windows in. Then you can actually cut them down so they was down lower if you wanted to, but you might be a good idea. So I might look at that. Right, and then you come on this side, and it carries on. And carry on. I was going to put the doors on this side. Remember, I'm actually using PE for the handles. Then this bit of hood. I never did wood on it too often, but I will put using this hood anyway. I won't have it folded down. I might do that on the next version of this, which is the standard personnel carrier. And there you go. So putting that, and then it's basically finished. And then on it, got this one. This is an unknown division in the Ardennes. That's that one. And so it's got 2. It's got that over that side, unknown division. And then you've got this one, the same one. Nothing else, is there? No, that's it. 2. Look into this one though. I'm going to look into these signs if I can to find out exactly who it is, because I know it's an unknown division, but that might be just the case. Right, anyway. So, not too bad. It looks like a nice model. In fact, I know it's going to be a nice model, but it's Tamiya, and it is I'll just leave it like that. Ready for my first bit. So, here we go. Gives a colour call out, but I've basically done Geb and all the usual stuff. They use Tamiya colours. I'll be using real colours most probably for this, and spraying. Yeah, there you go. Right, so what we're going to be doing is the first bit. I'll just blurb about the safety and bits you normally get, because I don't talk about that much, but and all the paints you need. Of course, if you're using other colours, you're just getting a natural colour for it from real colours instead of the Tamiya ones. Sometimes you have to mix them as well with Tamiya. Right, here we go then. So that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that over to like this, put that like that, and what you're going to see me is coming into this to build. Now I might build this one from above for some of it now, because I've just just done the other one with the actual ones. But when it comes to painting it though, I'll come down to the side angle. But there you go. Right, so just to put it back, that's the build where we're going to be doing for this one. And if I do stop, because Greg's going to start on his next build, then I will. But I've got a feeling that I'll be able to get a lot of this done anyway. Right then, thank you very much for watching this new build, and I'll catch you in update number 1. Happy modelling, stay safe mate, friends, because basically it's really rough out there now. I don't know what country's got it worse, but I think we all have really. Anyway, catch you later.